round one. How are you feeling?
Really excited. Parts of it feels like it's come around really quick in terms of finishing last year, but a lot of other factors feel like it's just gone forever since we last got to play in front of a big crowd. So, we're all really looking forward to it. Obviously, having the weekend off to refresh and get our minds right and bodies right, and we're all really excited to run out there on Sunday.
And vice captain, you'll be running out as vice captain. Any pressure with that? Any nerves or just excitement?
No, just excitement. For me, it doesn't change a lot. I'm just going to go about my business the same, try and lead by example out there and try and help the guys around me. So it doesn't really change too much in terms of what I do, and don't have to make any speeches or anything, so that takes a bit of pressure away as well.
Expectations this year. I know that, at the pre-season, everyone's kind of talking about where are Dockers going to end, where are Eagles going to end. For you, when you're looking at your group and your pre-season, what are your expectations of this group?
Well, I think we aren't putting any ceilings on what we can achieve, that's for sure. It's the same as last year. No one really expected us to make finals, and we're able to finish where we did and win a final at home. So it's similar to this year. We've had a great pre-season. We're really healthy as a list at the moment. We've put the work in. We're at a point now where we can really attack the start of the season and hopefully set ourselves up really well for the rest of the year. But in terms of our expectations, we just want to get better. So whatever that looks like is for kind of to show at the end of the season, but we just want to get better week on week from this year to last year. So that improvement's going to come in a lot of different ways. But we get our first chance to really show that on Sunday.
Do you go in with a bit more of a sense of confidence this year, given that, you've been pretty light on with injuries, touch wood, and also, you've got another year under your belt. It seems like a bit more of an experienced group. Does that sort of fill you with more confidence to sort of be at the pointy end of the season?
I guess so, yeah, because you kind of don't know what to expect when you haven't been in the finals or anything like that. Or kind of last year was, for a lot of us, the first year where we've had a really kind of winning season and played finals footy. So I guess you'll learn a lot from that experience, and we learned a lot from the final series last year, and we'll take a lot of those learnings into this year and the whole season in general. So I guess for us, it doesn't really change too much in terms of the way we go about it, but it does give you a little bit more confidence knowing that we've been in that situation, and we can kind of recall on those experiences and memories and moments. So it might add a little bit of confidence, but it doesn't really change the way we go about it or the way we think about the game.
Caleb, a lot's been made of St Kilda's injury list this week. Is this round one a good chance to get a really good first round win?
Every chance you go out there, you try and set the tone, especially in any round one clash. And the same as last year, we were able to get a good win against Adelaide, which is a tough fixture, no matter what the stage of the year is. So for us, we just want to get the season going off really well. We haven't spoken about St Kilda yet. We'll move on to them on Thursday at main training and really preview them really hard and get to know what they're kind of been doing in the pre-season. But there's a bit of unknown, new coach, a few new players. So for us, it's going to be a heavy focus on ourselves and making sure that we're playing the footy we want to play.
With that expectation around the group this year after making finals last year, is there a bit of pressure to win a game like this, considering they have a lot of injuries and you're expected to make finals?
Well, that's pressure externally and those expectations, but for us, like I said, it's not going to change our process and the way we go about it. We're going to prepare like we would for any game. I guess there's that added pressure and expectation of round one as well, and that's got nothing to do with us or who we're playing. It's every team in round one. You want to win and get off to a really good start. So I guess for us, that's no different. We want to set our season up, and that starts on Sunday against St Kilda, who, like you said, we're not really sure what to expect, a new coach and stuff, so a lot of it will kind of go into us to make sure we're playing really good footy.
How much different is that midfield dynamic now? There's no David Mundy, obviously, Blake Acres, Nat Fyfe's now permanent forwards, really, so he's not going to run through there a hell of a lot, and Jaeger O'Meara's here. How is that sort of different now for you guys, and how does it change for yourself?
I don't think it changes too much for myself individually. I think we all know our roles really well in there. We've got a lot of guys that have played together in there with Sean, Andy, Will. Aishi's played a lot through there. Ethan Hughes played a fair bit last year as well. So I guess for us, we know each other's games. We've been training all pre-season together and against each other. So we've had a fair experience of what each other's strengths are, and we've done a lot of work on understanding each other's games. So it's not just kind of individual focus when you get out there. You know what makes Andy tick. I know what makes Will tick. I know how to help Jaeger when things might be going wrong or whatever it is. So we're able to rely on each other. But I think in terms of the dynamic, it's really exciting. I think we've got a lot of different individuals in there in terms of skills and personalities and stuff. So it's a really exciting group. And having Luke come in as well adds another dynamic in terms of his ability to go aerially, but also once he hits the deck, follow up. So he just becomes an extra midfielder.
I hear you're also a big fan of Josh Tracy as a forward. Can you explain a bit about what that is? And do you expect him to play this week, given there's a lot of tall options down there for you guys?
We're very blessed at the moment with our healthy list, and our tall forwards are all been training really well. I love Josh, country Victorian as well, so we stick together. But his ability to attack the ball, both in the air and on the ground, and I guess really make a contest forward of the footy is elite. And you just love when you're running out of the stoppage and being able to see him either running at you or calling for it. He's a big frame and he has a lot of intensity in the contest, so you just want to kick it to him and just allow him to get to work. So he's someone that we got a lot of faith in. If he does get picked on the weekend, he's had great pre-season. He's had 2 really good trial games over the last couple of weeks, so he hasn't put a foot wrong. So we're really confident that if he gets picked, he'll be right to go and play some really good footy.
There's a couple of wing spots also up for grabs there too. Who's caught your eye over those pre-season games to sort of fill those 2 positions?
To be honest, all of them have had their really good moments and had a really consistent pre-season. So we got Aishi, who's played a lot of footy for us over the last couple of years and been thrown down back in the inside mid, playing as a tagger, playing as an inside, and then also playing on the wing. So he's someone that you can throw anywhere and has been really consistent for us. So you love playing with him. And then Liam and Ethan have kind of come in this pre-season and really made the wing spot their own. They've both played some really good footy, same as the last couple of weeks. And Ethan's a similar one to Aishi in terms of he's played a bit down back as well. So he gives a lot of diversity for us. And I think they all bring their different strengths, but we understand that whoever is picked for the weekend, we know that they're going to, I guess, commit themselves to the role that's there and then bring their strengths to that. So it might look different from an individual point of view, but we know exactly what we're going to get from a team point of view. And they're all 3 of those guys, as well as Nathan O'Driscoll and the other guys that have gone through there, we've got complete faith that they're going to play their role for the team and do whatever it takes to, I guess, get the win for us on the weekend.
Is there a bit of extra feeling in this one, given you are going up against Ross the boss?
I don't think so. I think for us, a lot of us never played under Ross, so I know I've never met Ross. And there's a lot of guys that are my age or younger that never kind of had that experience. So I think for us, like I said, we're just focusing on them as a collective, and we haven't actually moved on to them yet. So we're still focusing on us, and our attention will move firmly to them on Thursday. But I think it's just another round 1 clash against an opposition that doesn't really kind of come into it too much in terms of Ross being their coach.
Kind of every player tries to improve over every pre-season. You've had a couple of amazing years. What are you working on this pre-season to make yourself a better player?
Yeah, I think holistically for me and the group, we spoke a lot about honing our weapons and making them real strengths. So I guess there's always going to be focuses on your weaknesses and what you can improve to, I guess, make them satisfactory. But the reason I kind of got to the AFL and I'm at the point where I am now is because of my strengths, and I really want to make them weapons and keep working on them. So a lot of that's to do with the contest and ability to have repeat efforts. So that's been a big emphasis on me in everything I do, and bringing those to the table and really let them shine. That's been the same for the whole team. But I guess the other focus I've really had is the mental side of the game and being able to stay on task and consistent out there and not drift. And that's an individual focus, but like I said, it's also a team focus from the midfield especially to help each other out when we know each other are kind of getting off task. So that's been probably a couple of focuses of mine individually over the pre-season.
In terms of the leadership group, Jager, he's been around the league for a while, but Sam Swikowski and Hayden Young, how have they slotted in these first couple of weeks? Have they taken on more responsibility at training? How's that panned out?
Been really good. We've had a few meetings now, and they're really enthusiastic and passionate to lead and learn as well. So they've come with a real hunger to, I guess, get better and make the leadership group and our group in general the best it can be. And they've brought some really good ideas, and they've definitely taken on a bit more around the place. I know they took over our kind of trademark review and stuff the other week and really led that. And it's been great having those voices heard more because they've got a lot of great things to say. So I guess as well as those guys that added to the leadership group, there's been some guys that are really stepping up over the last couple of weeks out in the track and taking over, being able to speak to the group and stuff like that. So I think we spoke before the leadership vote about our depth of leadership, and it's not just kind of isolated to the 6 guys in the leadership group. There's another 10 guys below that that are really hungry and eager to lead and want to make us, and are really passionate to make us the best place, best team, best club we can be. So it's really exciting.
Just on Jago, how is his ankle?
Yeah, fine. I think it was, I'm not sure what the article was, but it was in the first drill and he trained the rest of the session. So he's fine. He'll be right to go, I think.
And Josh Tracy's knee, he's also fine.
I haven't heard about Josh, so I'm guessing it's not too much of a worry, but I haven't heard anything about his name.
Just on leadership, this last one for me. Obviously, there's no right or wrong as far as a leader kind of goes, but maybe what's the difference sort of between Nat and Alex that you found sort of working in a leadership capacity between the two of them?
It's a tough one because with the last couple of years, Nat's, I think, biggest strength is his ability to lead by example out in the field. He throws guys on his back and says, come with me, and everyone just walks tall playing with him. And aside from my first year, he's had some really tough struggles with injury and not being able to stay out in the track consistently, and that's been really tough on him, and he hasn't been able to play the role that he would have liked for the team out on game day. So I think Alex, what I can only really speak for what I've seen from him over the last couple of years and since he's taken over, and he's just got an absolute care for the whole group. His ability to put himself second and everyone else first is unbelievable, and he really wants collaboration in the leadership group, and he's been awesome in terms of allowing us to lead and have a voices heard and everything like that. So I've loved working with Alex over the last couple of years, and I think last year as well, you saw what he was able to do on game day. He's got a similar ability as Fifey to kind of make guys walk taller and create a real connection and hunger out there, because some of the stuff he does is incredible and inspiring, and runs back into packs and dives and smothers balls, and it's just so desperate out there that, like I said, he inspires and motivates guys. So that's probably something they definitely have in common, that's for sure. But yeah, Alex has been awesome since he's taken over.